Forget fairy tale romances, this story is more like a royal roast. Caroline was possibly living carefree in Germany while George was neck-deep in debt, desperate enough to agree to marry her so Parliament would pay off his bills. Caroline, thinking she'd bagged herself a handsome prince based on his portrait, packed her bags for England. But when they met, it was like a bad Tinder date. More like, get me out of here. Neither looked anything like their profile pictures. The feeling was mutual. They both hated each other. George immediately called for a stiff drink, either because of her ripe smell or her appearance. Caroline wasn't impressed either and declared George very fat and not handsome. Still, they managed to produce an heir, Princess Charlotte, before George bailed on their marriage faster than you can say royal scandal. He sent her a note that basically said, "Don't call me. I won't call you," adding, "Do what you like, darling. We won't be doing that again," before skipping town. Caroline didn't mope around, though. She lived her best life. Moving to Blackheath, she threw all propriety out the window, dancing around in front of her guests in a most indelicate manner, exposing much of her body, and even owning a clockwork Chinese figure that performed lewd gestures. Let's just say, the girl knew how to throw a party. When rumors swirled that she had a son out of wedlock with a footman, naturally, the royals freaked out, launching the so-called delicate investigation. Because what's royal drama without a bit of snooping? Despite all the gasping and pearl clutching, they couldn't prove a thing. Caroline strutted through the scandal like, "What? I didn't hear any evidence." Caroline then decided to make Europe her playground, shocking the heck out of everyone from Geneva to Naples. In Geneva, she danced half-naked at balls, yep, topless. And in Naples, she hooked up with King Joachim, Napoleon's brother-in-law. When her husband, George IV, became king in 1820, Caroline, never one to miss a good scandal, made a royal comeback to England. The new king, though, wasn't exactly thrilled. He offered her £50,000 to stay the heck out of the country, but she was like, "Nah, I think I'll crash this coronation, thanks." Caroline was wildly popular with the London mob, while George wasn't exactly winning any popularity contests. Crowds surrounded the House of Lords every day in her support. Despite plenty of evidence against her, rumors swirled about her sharing a tent with Bergami, her Italian servant, and even taking baths with him in full view of her servants during a cruise. The divorce case wasn't so simple. After 52 days of hearings and a spectacular defense from her lawyer, the Lords ultimately decided to drop it. Caroline, 1. George, 0. Caroline, undeterred, asked the Prime Minister what dress to wear for the coronation ceremony, only to be told she was not invited. Did that stop her? Absolutely not. She showed up at Westminster Abbey, demanding to be let in, shouting, "I am the Queen of England." The door was slammed in her face, of course, but did she give up? Absolutely not. She sent George a note requesting her own coronation the following Monday. Talk about royal audacity. But the drama didn't end well for Caroline. Just 19 days later, she died. Rumors of poison swirled, because why not add one last scandal to her name? Despite everything, Caroline of Brunswick went down in history as the queen who lived boldly, loved wildly, had a larger-than-life personality, and never played by anyone's rules but her own.